What's up, chat? What up, guys? I've just been trying to breathe and relax for like the last hour, maybe 2. I'm just so pissed off, dude. I'm so mad. I'm so angry. Have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen this yet? Have you guys seen Dr. Disrespect's response? Yeah. This response is just such a piece of shit. I recorded a video before I came on stream, and I go through this whole thing, and I'm just so mad. I'm just so angry. I'm so mad about it. This whole situation makes me angry. Makes me angry. Hey, lovely lily pad. Thank you for the 2 years. Welcome back. I don't have the patience or don't want to read that. Oh, it's good. It's juicy. It's juicy. Oh, it is juicy. It is juicy, juicy, juicy. We'll get into it in just a second. Let me give everybody a little bit of time to get in here, since we just went live. We're late today because I was making the video talking about his response, Dr. Disrespect's response, and I had to record it like 3 times because God, I was pissed. The first one I had to record it multiple times just to, I was like, I need to not get sued here, so let me just redo it. The first one was just 25 minutes of me just being mad and like ranting and raving about that. Like I'm just so mad. It makes me so angry. I mean, his response is basically, yeah, I did it, but I didn't do anything illegal, and I'm not getting canceled. And it just dodges a bunch of stuff. Still, it's just PR bullshit. Is there an audio delay? I hope not. It looks good on my end. Are we lagging? Everything looks okay for me. He's got an ad? That's weird. You shouldn't be getting any ads right now. We don't play them in the stream. Nope. It did the refresh thing. Okay. All right. Well, how far were we into that? 4 minutes? Yeah, for some reason, we haven't been able to figure it out. Why is that my stream about 4 to 5 minutes? It's only been going for 4 minutes. But anyway, at some point, it just like goes down and comes back up. We haven't been able to figure it out yet. And I've tried different things, but yeah, sorry. It just be like that. Castell, thank you very much for the $1. Appreciate it. There's ads always. I mean, there should be an ad when you first click on the stream, but after that, it shouldn't continue to play ads while you're watching unless you leave and come back. Because I have it turned off to do that. Wait, on TCAP, isn't there a law against talking like that to minors? We can talk about it. We can talk about it a little bit. Like I said, I go into it. in the video. I go into it more in depth, but to sum it up with Dr. Disrespect, he acknowledges that yes, he did message a minor back in 2017 is when it happened. And I was right there. I was like, case closed. Cool. That's it. That's all we need to know. But we don't know how old the person was. We don't know if they're like 16 and 17 and like consent laws are coming into play, which I assume is the case because there's been no criminal charges pressed, right? Like if they were like 15 or younger, then yeah, right. That would be a much bigger news article about it. Like they would have been gone a long time ago. So I think that's why there's nothing illegal going on, which he talks about. But I mean, I guess the thing that pisses me off the most is just kind of how he's skating around it like he does. Like nothing illegal happened. Yeah, now that I finally have to talk about it. Yeah, he did message a minor. It's like, and since it went to like, okay, well, I'll sum it up real quick for you guys, right? We'll go through it a little bit, right? Jesus Christ. So, the Twitch ban, he'd like to make a quick statement, which, this is not quick. But I love how he starts it off, right? He talks about, let's cut the freaking bullcrap. There's no filter with him. He's always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibilities, which is why I'm in here now. So, you got that. Like there's no filter. He wants to be upfront. Okay. He talks about the Midnight Society, how they came together and decided together to fire him, basically, which is not what they said in their statement. But anyway, he gets down here to where it's like, everyone's been wanting to know why I was banned on Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that two former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now say my side of the story regarding the ban. So trust me, guys, if he could have told you he was messaging a minor 4 years ago, he would have done it because he's an upfront, no filter kind of guy, You can believe him. He would have been the very first one to tell everybody on the internet that he was messaging a minor. I believe him so far, right? Oh man, he just legally wasn't able to. Crazy, man. God dang, these freaking NDAs always getting in the way. Between the two parties, between him and Twitch, I wonder which one has more to lose. Maybe the argument is that Twitch didn't want this to be public so people wouldn't know that it was happening on their platform. Maybe there's an argument for that. But I think in this situation, Dr. Disrespect and his brand have a lot more to lose. So I'm pretty sure that his legal team was much more for no one being able to talk about it at all, which they were able to do so because nothing illegal happened. If there was something illegal, then an NDA wouldn't stop it. And I kind of wonder, like, if it's the case where Twitch is like, yeah, you can't talk about this, then that's something different. Then he can't talk about it, right? But if it's him enforcing the NDA and like looped himself into it, so he also can't talk, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't know what legally happened, but it's like, I don't buy that. Okay, sure, maybe he couldn't talk about it, but the fact, like, pretending that he would talk about it if he could is just insane. That is if you believe that, then you don't have any brain cells left, right? That's just stupid. So anyway, he finally gets to like what happened. Like, he wants to be upfront about it, but it's like, 4 paragraphs down. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2007? The answer is yes. It's interesting how this is worded too. This is where like the PR people kind of come into play. He doesn't say, it's true that I messaged a minor in 2017. He starts it with a question. Were there messages? Yes. So you kind of get to the same point, but it's like worded in a way that's like less impactful. And it's also important to notice, like right here in this sentence, if you guys can even read it, let me just like zoom in. It's important to notice that, like right here in this sentence, this is were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017, and then you go to the edited version to where it says were there Twitch Whispers messages with an individual back in 2017. So at one point they edited out the word minor. So the original, the very first tweet had minor in it, and it wasn't up all that. Like it had like 43 retweets. Like this was up for like maybe like a minute. Like this wasn't up very long. And then they turned around and they took out the word minor, and let's see, it's 4:01. Let's see. Yeah, like literally 4 a.m. 4:01 for me, a.m. early morning for me when this all happened. Afternoon for you guys, or yeah, probably around midday for you guys. But anyway, 4:01, they edit out the word minor, and then 22 minutes later, they re-edit it again and put the word back in, because I'm sure somebody went down here and like you can see when things are edited and they're like started calling it out. So they're like, oh, we got to put it back in there, you know? So already I'm feeling like this is just 100% crystal clear, being as honest as they possibly can, right? Oh my God, nothing but confidence in this statement from me. I am just, boy howdy, I'm 100% in. Whatever he tells me in this statement, I believe without a shadow of a doubt. 100%. Boy. Oh, God. I'm trying not to get mad about it. I'm trying to it pisses me off so much to see this stuff from content creators. Like we're talking about like the top 1% of all content creators, right? And I'll even throw myself in there. I'm up there. I'm not at the top, but I could be in the conversation maybe. There's not that many of us. But the amounts that keep getting exposed is just trash people is way too high. It's way too high. I freaking hate it. Oh my God. Let's see. The seventh, thank you very much for the 7. Secret Scoop, welcome back, 29 months. Jenny LJ, 27 months. All right, let's continue on. Let's just freaking get through this crap. Okay, so he says, did the messaging happen? Yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. So we watch a lot of To Catch a Predator. What's the first thing that they say? Like almost 80% of the time when Chris starts questioning him, oh, it's just talk. Oh, it's just the internet. You know, I'm just saying things. I wasn't going to do anything. Now, to be fair, a lot of those cases end in criminal charges on To Catch a Predator. But a lot of, and sometimes, I'm not going to say a lot of times, sometimes the charges are dropped and they're let go. And I'll just leave that there, right? Absolutely no intentions, of course not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Like they were just casual, they were mutual. Sometimes they leaned a little bit, but nothing more. And so that kind of puts like the inappropriate messages in kind of a gray area, right? That kind of puts it in the bag of like eye of the beholder in my mind. Like some people would think they're inappropriate, but other things may not. And it kind of lean that way. That's what that says to me, right? It kind of lessens the impact of inappropriately messaging, like what the messages actually were, right? Because they were casual, they were mutual. Sometimes they kind of lean in that direction, but nothing more, right? Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never met the individual, which is another thing to note right here when he says I never met the individual, because the first allegations that I saw say that he planned to meet up with them at TwitchCon, which is never mentioned. And it doesn't talk about if that was part of the conversation. It really doesn't really say anything they talked about other than it kind of leaned in an appropriate direction sometimes. But it never like actually says anything about that, right? Just he never met them. Did he plan to? Don't know. I don't have the transcripts. I can't read it. But he never met them, and nothing illegal happened. He went through a lengthy arbitrary. They went to court which they settled, but it was not a criminal case. There were no criminal charges. It was just between him and Twitch, and in the end they settled. I've seen some people saying like he won the settlement. I'm like, how do you win a settlement? It's a settlement. Like both sides settle. So he got paid, right? And nobody could talk about what happened. And the thing, I guess the part that's always just driven me crazy about this whole thing is when it happened back in 2020, when this was announced, I knew. I feel like like for them to ban one of their biggest creators, it had to be something huge, and it probably had to be something of sexual nature. Like I didn't know if there was sexual harassment or rape or something like horrible like that happened, or it involved a minor. That's what I was like. This has to be something huge, because you can do some insane things on Twitch and not get banned. Like people have literally shown their whole just goat seed the camera before. People have had sex on stream on Twitch before. People have said racist things. Crazy stuff happens on live streams, but they get like a week ban, right? And so for them to take like, I'm starting to get mad about it. But they take like one of their biggest creators and ban him permanently. It has to be something huge, right? So anyway, they sue and they go back and forth, whatever. Nobody can talk about it. But if he could have, he would have, according to him. Sure. But he goes on to say, from a moral standpoint, he absolutely takes responsibility. From a legal standpoint, no, nothing bad happened. But morally, yeah, he takes responsibility. It should have never happened. He should have never entertained the conversation to begin with. That's on him. That's on me as an adult, a husband, a father, which is a weird thing to bring up, being a husband and father at this point, but sure he does. It should never have happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll own my stuff. This was stupid. Yeah, I'm not perfect, whatever. Yeah, and this like this statement here is already like PR'd up, and then it starts going into more. I would call it like the water continues to get muddy here, right? He takes a moral standpoint, to which he has to. He's forced to. He never wanted to talk about that. In my opinion, if no one would have ever blown the whistle on this, this would have never been brought up ever. Why would it, right? Like, why would he ever want to talk about this? Anyway, so morally, he owns it, right? And now that has been said, this is where it flips, right? Don't get it effing mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels going around loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. He starts blaming social media. Get him out of ukulele, I guess. He is no freaking predator or pedophile. So where if you look up the definition of a pedophile, it's someone who is sexually attracted to children. So, again, there's no criminal charges. We don't know how old the minor is. I'm guessing between 16 and 17, and there's like laws of consent that come into play. Usually it's when you're 18, then you're adult, right? But say like my home state, Mississippi, I know the age of consent is 16. And then in other ones, it's 17. It varies. And so I think that something like that came into play, and that's why there's no criminal charges. And then like, I'm not a predator or pedophile. That kind of falls into like legally, there's nothing saying that he's a pedophile. That is just like, it's the internet. I mean, but is he still messaging a minor? Yes. So, right. Anyway. And he's like, are you kidding me? If you know me, nah, I hate that. Screw that. That's so disgusting. Blah, 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 blah. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. So get out of here with that. So we kind of flip to like, I take all this responsibility to, no, you ain't calling me that. Okay. But then he's like, that's all I needed to say about the ban itself back in 2020. And then to my team, this part, my team, community, industry friends have supported me. I apologize, and I wish I could have said all this sooner. Again, he wishes he could have told you that he messaged maybe inappropriately a minor years. I wish all of you guys could have known it, but I just couldn't tell you legally. So we continued to push on and entertain minors, which no one knew. He learned his lesson back then, guys. He's changed. You know, maybe he was messaging a minor back then, but he would never do it again. We just have to trust him. Nothing criminal happened. He just, you know, it was consensual. It was mutual. Anyway, I'm starting to get pissed again. And he's like, you guys have always supported me. He does like thank you guys so much for watching me. I really appreciate the community. You guys are so great. It does that, you know, that part, which of course you got to. Then he flips again. It just flip-flops back and forth to like, you guys ain't gonna call me a pedophile. To man, you guys are great. But trust me when I say this to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience. I don't give a fudge about you. So it kind of keeps like leaving open the door for his fans to like fight for him, I guess. Is that's how like I see this, like from a content creator perspective. It's like, all you people on social media, you don't know what you're talking about. Everyone that's not on social media is completely cool with me messaging minors. Shut up. God, this guy pisses me off so much. You have to actually be brain dead to like, oh my God. Anyway, whatever. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of crap, that's fine. Cool. I do. I am a hater. I think he's a complete piece of trash. But he's not going anywhere. He ain't going anywhere, guys. He's not going anywhere except on a vacation. He's doing that. He's not going anywhere. He's not the same guy that made those mistakes all those years ago. Trust me, bro. He's not the same dude. Look, it may be public knowledge that he is hooked up with people and cheated on his wife before, but look, this time it's different. Okay. I'm taking an extended vacation. My family has mentioned the stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. Good for him. He's going to go on a vacation and come back just relieved that's all out in the open. He's just going to feel so good about it. They want me to disappear. Yeah, freaking right, dude. And this is the part to where I always say, like, if you don't want to be canceled, then you just don't accept the cancellation. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know, dude. Like, again, there's no criminal charges. But when there are criminal charges, people go on the register, right? They go on a list, and that's to prevent these things from happening again. So, but nothing illegal happened. But the only thing to prevent it from happening again is we just have to trust. We just have to trust. He's different this time. He's learned his lesson. The devil's advocate, did he know he was talking to a minor? Is he innocent now? I mean, what does it matter if he knew? What does it matter? It literally doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. We'll flip it again. Do you think one of the biggest streamers on the platform is messaging someone on Twitch Whispers? Do you think that he would talk inappropriately to someone he didn't know how old they were? Like, how irresponsible and stupid is that? I'm not saying he knows or knew, but I'm saying to not know and then try to use that as a defense is absolutely just hit me with a car, please. I mean, hell, I went and robbed a bank, but I didn't know it was illegal. Let me go. You know, I shot someone 8 times, but I didn't know it was illegal. Hey, I'm free to go. Now, to be fair, those are crimes. No crime was alleged against him, right? But it's like, there's things that are right and wrong. And whether you know they're right and wrong does not make any difference between whether or not it's right or wrong. Woo! Anyway, I don't like it. It makes me mad. But that's his statement. And to be honest, I don't know what else he could have done. Like, what else would he do other than make this statement? Like, he had to make a statement that he didn't have. Like, people were just going to keep running with it. And so, with this statement, it's very obvious to me that he's like, he has to get ahead of it, and he has to be like, yes, it happened, but he also has to like control his story as much as he can. with being either, you know, the wording or omission of any parts or whatever, and then taking, oh, you know, yeah, God, I feel awful, I'm different, but then also taking a stance of he's not going to stop, right? It's like he's got to, he has to. And to be honest, you know, to play the other side, this is unfortunately like probably the best that he could do. Actually, I don't say unfortunately, probably fortunately, really. The edit that they made where they took out the word minor is not a good look, that's for sure. But like right here where it says message the individual back in 2017, and then you go back to like the like the original and now the current tweet to where it's like the word minor is put back in. Where is it? Yeah, right here. It's like it's obvious what it is. It's very obvious of this is I gotta do what I gotta do to save my brand kind of thing. But I'm just so sick of content creators, dude. It makes me not even want to like make content. I'm making content right now, but I just want to get away from just this cesspool of freaking people. Like, just so many content creators are just pieces of shit, dude. So many of them. Keeps coming out. Like, this person did that. This person does that. This person did this to this person. It's just like, my God. You want to keep your mouth shut, now you gotta do damage control. Yeah, I mean, that's painfully obvious. Anyone, you know, right? As much as people try to like be like, nah, it's, yeah. But trust me, trust him. If he could have told this already, he would have, right? Can't even roll my eyes hard enough. Freaking break my neck. Isolated Isaac, thank you for the gifty. Brandon Smith, appreciate you, man. Freaking hope I didn't say something during all that that's gonna freaking get me in trouble. Just fucking be so mad, dude. I really like the parts that make me the angriest is that this was all tied up in legal reasons for you can't talk about it. Like, no one can say anything or they're going to get sued, right? And then like the comments, like people that are jumping in and defending him, like you get into the realm of like he's too big to fail kind of thing, right? And you see that with popular like content creators. They do something terrible and everyone's like, you know, we like you, so it's fun. And people are fighting for him. And like one argument that I see is that, well, they couldn't say anything. It was to protect the minor that was involved. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, I understand trying to protect the person involved, like if they like wanted to be part of the conversation, like whether or not they wanted to or not doesn't matter when it comes to minors, right? It's like, but consent and all that, but it's like you protect them, but then there's got to be some responsibility to protect other minors as well. I'm not trying to put words into his mouth that he would like go and do anything like that. I'm just saying that I feel it's a responsibility for fans to know who they're watching with something like that, I guess. But I mean, legally it can never happen, right? Like, obviously they can't, but it's just like in a perfect world. If I quit doing YouTube, do cameos, oh my God. Someone did a cameo with Chris Hansen for Dr. Disrespect. I forget who it was. But that was during the allegations. I couldn't find it. I was looking for it. He didn't say. He was just like, he was just reading what they asked him to say. Yeah. Twitch won't say anything. I don't think Twitch themselves will say anything, but I don't think the story's done. I think someone, I hope that someone that has the receipts comes out, and I hope they redact the person's name, So like, you know, the minor doesn't get exposed that's involved with this, because there is actually a level of like protection that we have to consider, because if people know who it is, then, you know, rabid fans of his are going to go attack him, and it's going to it'll get bad. But like, the messages come out, we don't know who it is, but we know it was said. I think that would go a long way as well. But those are probably locked up. They probably can't release. I don't know. I don't know what happens with that. But we do have, yeah, we do got Stardew Valley music going in the background. You heard that more's coming? Jalen, thank you for the 5. People giving content creators bad names. I mean, look, content creators are just in general. It's crap people, man. There's bad people. Like most of the content creators, I won't say most, because apparently there's outstanding ones that have made it like very far, but a majority of like the good-natured, like quality, like good people that are content creators don't get that big, right? Some do, but not like usually the ones, especially like in streams, the streaming community. It's like the biggest trash fires that you can find are the ones that are like that are big in most cases. Not all. Like I said, there's outliers. There's people that are still good, but it's like, I mean, and there's also, aside from just like people being creeps and doing bad things, there's also like just huge egos, dude. There are some massive. It is like just, God. Like, you think I'm full of myself? Good Lord, I am mild. Dreamless, thank you for 3 months. Appreciate it. Oh, dude. We're gonna play a game, but man, I'm just sitting here thinking, this is like, God, it's tough to get into it. I've been pacing around all day, like reading and thinking about this. I'm just like, oh my God, dude. And healthy ego. I got more imposter syndrome than anything, I think. Like, I can get out here and do my thing, but then like most times I'm like, you know, I'm not anybody, you know, I don't deserve it, you know, all that. I got that a lot. I think more content creators need to have that. Freaking stay humble, you pieces of shit. I mean, dude, it's like, I think the biggest proof of like the toxicity of like between content creators and just like the landscape in general is just how few content creators are friends with other content creators. Most of us just stay in our own lane, and we have some people that we like, you know, hang out with and when, you know, we get along with, but they're not the friend groups aren't that big. And there's a reason. It's because their content creators are insufferable. They're all, God. So imagine going and hanging out with someone that just talks about work constantly, right? Or how big and popular they are, or what all these, oh, you know, I got this thing going. Oh, I got this project going on. Oh, look what I got going on. Look at me, look at me, look at me. It's just like posturing constantly, and it's like, oh, shut up. What video games have you played lately for fun? That's what I want to know. Like, you know, what's going on in your life? You know, what do you do? What do you do as a hobby? Oh, I know nothing really. I just content always. You know, I gotta stay busy. I got this project. Go, shut. I don't care. I don't care what you're doing to build your. I don't care. Let's just be normal. They're insanely self-absorbed. Yeah, it's like, I don't need to talk about myself, but I would at least like to talk about like not the superficial version of yourself. You know, I like to get to know people. What kind of music do you like listening to? You know, what do you do on the weekend? You know, what do you do on your time off? You know, it's just there's not much of that. There's just like very little of that between content creators. It's all just talking about content. Anyway, care so much. I mean, I don't know. I just wish the landscape was better for everyone. And I wish the people that didn't deserve the viewership didn't get it. The people that are just obviously trash cans weren't so attractive for people to watch, especially younger kids. Younger people love watching the freaking trash fires. But that's just content, baby. You wouldn't watch it if it was just some dude sitting there being boring. Like me. Imagine me being the biggest content creator on YouTube. Wouldn't that be weird? Jenna got canceled over a joke. Jenna canceled herself. She canceled herself. I don't think anyone was even coming after her. She just said, all right, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I'm gone. Whew. I'm still just, I don't know. I feel like an anxiety in my chest from all this. It's bothering me so much. I don't know why this Dr. Disrespect stuff's bothering me so much. I do know why. You get into the content creator space. I don't have any information that I need to come forward and tell anybody, but I am aware that stuff gets swept under the rug constantly by content creators. Oh, I don't want that information to get out. Oh, you know, because their business, they are their business. And then like they're held to like this weird, like they're like held to celebrity status, but they're like not that famous, you know? I don't know. It's weird. So it's like, you know, this, was that talking to a minor? That happened, but you know, let's tie it up. Can't talk about it. I think people should know about that. Oh, man. It sucks even more. It sucks even more when like stuff like comes out like about like friends, like people that you make content with and that you've been like hanging out with and you got along with great, and then something comes out with like fucking Cry, for instance, right? Like when all that shit dropped, I was like, oh my God, fucking, are you kidding me? No. Fucking cut ties. Jeez, that sucks. What a piece of, you know, it's just like, God. I don't ever talk about that because it's just like, to this day, I still don't even understand the entirety of the situation because I can't bring myself to look at all the receipts and everything. So I just put it out of my mind. I don't think about it. The situation's been resolved, right? So I'm just like, how much did I know him? Before everything happened, I was pretty distant, right? And that wasn't like on purpose either. That was just like kind of how things went. Like I would talk to them, like all those guys, like I would come in their stream and like say, hey, but we hadn't like played together, like really did anything in like probably over a year at that point when everything like finally happened. But before that, like I would show up to their late night stream and, you know, hang out, and I had a great time. I liked them. They were all funny, and it was fun. But little did I know what lurked underneath, right? You think it's bothering more because I am a father? I don't feel like it's that I need to like I'm like offended because I need to protect my kids or anything like that. But my moral compass, I guess, has changed since I got a family and everything now. Like I can't even watch like violence against kids in movies or anything. I can't even like watch it anymore because like, you know, the intrusive thoughts or whatever, like the relations, and you're like, I'm like, nope. Like there's a scene in I'm not going to tell you so you can't look it up, but there's a scene in an anime where like a kid gets shot with like a crossbow or whatever, and that like stuck in my head. It's still like, and I seen it like a year ago, and it still like bugs me. Those that you know, it's a fucking awful scene, but yeah, it's like, geez, like just, and then just like very violent things now bother me more than they used to. Like with watching anime or even just like watching movies or anything, like I don't know. It's like, ugh, yeah. Don't watch Mother. No, I won't. I mean, I'm not to the point to where if like someone gets cut and they're like bleeding, I'm like, ugh, gross. But if it's like being violent for just the sake of being violent, I don't like want to watch it anymore, you know? Did you see that Tim the Tap Man and Nick cut ties with him because they can't condone those actions? Oh. Yeah, well, they tried to die on that hill, didn't they? And then they're like, whoa, wait a minute. Someone get old Nick in there, tell him to leave them kids alone. A new Phasmophobia update's out, for real? Is the game decent again, or is it still what it is? Oh, it does have an update. Eventide Major Update. Oh. We'll have to give that a play. Not today, but next stream, I guess, when everyone's around. Oh, boy. A brand new map. Wow. When takes them like a year to make a map and that? Whatever. Don't get me started on Phasmophobia. Did you and Pewds ever talk about the cry thing ever? Yeah, like we talked to each other about it, not in like great detail or anything, but we were like, did you hear what happened? And it's like, yeah. Like what? Oh my God. It was like, what the heck? God is thinking before. I agree with you. Some people, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's like me and Felix didn't have any idea what was going on. No idea. And like I said, at that point, I guess Cry had kind of like, he didn't really talk to us much anymore. Like we would message him and he would reply, but that was it, right? He was pretty closed off. I would say like a year, maybe even 2 years before it happened. Like it was a long period of time to where like, you know, we just weren't hanging out and just weren't doing anything anymore. And then like, and then I remember what was it? Someone sent me a message. I think on Twitter maybe. I read something that said Cry canceled himself or outed himself or something like that. And I went and like looked and I was just like, what is going on? And then like the Reddit stuff came out and like, I didn't get into it because I just didn't want to know. Right. I was like, no, I don't even want to know. But I just kept seeing people talk about how bad it was getting. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I just tried to like, I just tried to stay away, you know? And, yeah. Then after the dust settled, I kind of got like a little bit of an update on like what was going on, but I still never like did a deep dive and like really tried to figure like everything out. I was like, man, this sucks. I just left it behind me. Moved on. When I were talking about like Cry stuff from back in the day, I just got talking about just my disappointment with like content creators in general and how much it just sucks, especially if it's like someone you know, and then that you've made content with that like ends up being like just getting canceled. You know, we already went through Dr. Disrespect stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, no, it just pisses me off. How's nobody talking about how he was doing this when he had a wife and family? Yeah. That's wild because you never hear anyone talk about it ever, and it's just ghosted. What happened to Minx? Oh, well, I don't know. It's been so while since I talked to Minx. But they got their own stuff going on. Like, she's got her own crew, and they're doing streams and playing all the horror games. And like a lot of the horror games that I end up finding on Steam, she's played and like left reviews for. Just cool. The last I heard, they're all doing good, and they're all out there doing their thing. And I did it's been 2 or 3 years, I guess, since I did a stream with them. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like a majority of all of us, like old YouTubers, I guess, like me and Felix still talk almost daily. Like we talk a lot, but nobody else. I don't talk to anybody else really anymore. Like I'll message like Charlie and Oompa about all this stuff because I was like, I got a vent about this. But that's kind of just we're acquaintances, you know. We're not like close friends or nothing like that. But yeah, as far as all the content creators go, yeah, people I talk to on the regular is really just Felix these days. I'll still like, you know, message people on Twitter and everything like that, but as far as like personal DMs and like keeping up with everyone real closely, yeah, it's me and Felix really. I don't get replies from Jack, so I don't message him anymore. He's going through his own stuff. How do you feel about Leon using meme couch? I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. I do appreciate the people that were like, hey, that's Ken's thing. It made me feel good. Because I think that they probably would have never said anything about it unless you guys were so noisy about it. So I thought that was pretty funny. I watched the part to where like he was talking about like they never said anything to me, right? They've never reached out to me about it, and I don't think they were ever going to, which is not a problem. But I did think it was funny where Leon was like talking about it in their podcast, and it like cuts to her and she just kind of shrugs. She's like, like I can just kind of tell that's like that's how they feel about it in general. She's like, whatever, you know. And they were just saying that for like the fans' sake, but I don't have it. I haven't. Like, it's just a name. Who cares? I haven't made like a proper meme couch episode in like 3-4 years now. So whatever. They can keep using it if they want to keep hearing about me. So. Jack seems wildly busy and AHDH. I would never take no reply personally with him. Oh, I will. I will take it very personally. I don't care what kind of mental things you got going on. If I message you like 5 times, you never say anything back, then, you know, I'm going to take it personally. Absolutely, I'm going to take it personally. I am so offended right now. Oh, man. No, he's a good dude when he's good. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him lately. I mean, shoot. Don't get me started on like people's mental stuff. I have to make another apology. Dude. I don't know. Maybe I'm harsh, but I don't ever give anybody like a pass on like, well, they got ADHD or, oh, they got their own problems. I'm like, well, whatever. Still reply. Do I talk to Dane? Oh yeah, of course. I see like I talk to Dane like Luke, Howie, Pez, every day. I actually got a pretty big friend group back home. Like a lot of like I got a big enough friend group that they're like have their own sections, and I can like kind of go between them, you know. What about Mark? I don't know. I haven't spoken to Mark in like 6 years. I don't know. Boo, 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 boo. Aussie West, thank you for the $2. Maybe longer than that. I don't know when the last time I talked to Mark was. It's whatever, you know. We were never close to begin. We kind of had like that little. I mean, to be honest, there was like that group of like Felix, Mark, and Jack, and everyone like put them together. And I kind of got to like tag along a little bit because I was good friends with Felix. And so when Felix was around, he, you know, I wanted to hang out with him. So I was kind of there, you know. But that's about it. And Mark came over to the house, shoot. Nine years ago, I think it was. 8 or 9 years ago, and we shot like a little thing. And then I saw him at maybe like a year or two later, I saw him at like a convention. And I think that was the last time. That was a long time ago. Fourth wheeling, baby. Heck yeah. Getting my networking in. Let's see. Aussie West, thank you for the 5. Still love you and Buff so much. Drama keep gaming alive. Yeah. I mean, there's no drama between. This is not. You're not saying there's drama, but this maybe the word drama made me think of this. There's no drama between any of us. I don't think. Mark seems to only want to do things with people. Yeah, and that's fun. Like that's not. Like there's no drama. It's just that content creators aren't as close as you guys would like them to be. You know? That's just the facts. It's like we're work friends. Some of us become like friends, but a majority of us are just work friends, you know? And there's an aspect of networking. You network usually with people of the same size, which like, so we take like Felix, Jack, and Mark. They were like the big gaming horror YouTubers back then. So they networked, and I got to like feed off that a little bit and kind of be in there and be like, yeah, I'm kind of here, you know, but whatever. I was never like truly part of the conversation. So, and I'm okay with that too. So I'm actually like, sure, I wish the channel was bigger and I wish that I made more money, but at the same time, I'm very comfortable. I'm pretty, I used to get down about it back in the day, like compare myself to those guys and be upset and like, but everything with my own content is my own doing. Like the size of my channel, I had opportunities to be much bigger than I am now, but that's all due to my own decisions of why I am where I currently am. Like I said, I used to be upset about it and like, oh, YouTube changed their algorithms, but it was really all my own fault. And I'm okay with it now, you know? Like it used to be that, but I want to be like comparing yourself to others, but it just sucked all the fun out of everything. It just made everything just miserable, and so I got over it. Like, who cares? Like, who cares? I don't care if I'm not as big as Mr. Beast. I don't want to be. Honestly, I kind of like now. I like where I am to where I can go walk around and nobody cares who I am. You know, people aren't outside my house trying to take pictures of me because I've seen that happen to those guys, and it's weird. I can live my life and also be a content creator. And I have like the best of all the worlds, and it's fun. Like, and I'm happy with it. So, but yeah, it's going back to like people thinking there's drama between us old school YouTubers. There's not. But people think there is when we're not like freaking sucking each other's dicks all the time, you know? Oh man, I will. I will poke one thing at Jack though. I will crack one joke. So what video was it where he was talking about like his mental health and all that, and it was like it was a touching video. But at one point he says that he pioneered taking a break as a content creator, and I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you pioneered taking a break? Like just because you got a big enough fan base that you can take a break and bounce back doesn't mean you pioneer. You're the first one. It gave me a big chuckle, but anyway, maybe that's not what he meant, but that's what I was like. What? What do you mean? Nobody ever took a break from YouTube before Jack did it. He was the first. Call him goddamn Christopher taking a break, Columbus. Oh boy. He credits himself a lot. That's fine, but I mean that's the YouTuber life, man. You gotta. I mean, sadly enough, as much as your fans pat you on the back, you really got to pat yourself on the back the most. Because it doesn't matter how much you guys praise or, tell content creators how good they are. For us, it's just text, right? It's just words in a chat. And it doesn't really pierce that veil much. It almost comes to be expected, right? Like if I come in here and I start streaming and people aren't telling me how great I am, that would be weird. And so some content creators, the ones that aren't like huge tripping on their own ego, they get down about themselves because people in their lives that they feel that they're like super close to or need to hear it from, sometimes they might not. And so then they get depressed and then they start second guessing themselves and things like that. So it's like, it's an unfortunate part of content creation that like, no matter how supportive communities are, oftentimes it doesn't affect the situation, like people being depressed or, and all that. I said Jack has an ego. Oh, he's got to. There's no way he can't, Shoot, if I had his channel and I had I had those parasocial relationship fans that he's got, man, I don't know. I think I'm pretty hot stuff. But that kind of goes against what I just said, right? That's just looking at it from the outside, When you're actually in it and living it, it's different. Dane stopped streaming a month ago. So Dane and his streaming, I'm always pressuring Dane to stream. I'm always doing it. Like originally, when we first started and like my channel was basically dead, right? When we started making the couch stuff, like he just wanted to hang out and watch videos. He didn't want me to pay him or anything. He was like, yeah, this is fun. Let's do it. And I was like, well, if you don't want me to pay you, at least we can like shout you out and we can get your own Twitch. We can build up your own you can have your own thing, right? So we should do that. And he's like, yeah, cool. And he streamed and he did it and we did it. And eventually the channel grew again. And I was like, I have to pay you. And of course we pay him now. But I guess he says he wants to stream, but I don't think he really does, And he doesn't have to now either. Like I said, he's paid. So he doesn't have to. I still think it'd be nice if he did and like kind of had his own thing that's separate from me, but I've kind of stopped pushing him. I pushed him and I got him to stream again not that long ago, but I just don't think his heart's really in it, you know? Like he knows that he should. Like he said it to me. He's like, I know I should stream. I should do this. I know I should, but then he doesn't, right? So it's like, that says to me that he just doesn't. It's not, maybe it's, I don't know if it's not fun for him or it's just not a priority or what it is, but yes, it's not for everyone. So it's kind of like Luke. I don't know if Luke's watching this or not, but like Luke had his stream, and I think Luke's a funny guy. That's why we bring him in here and play games with him, right? But Luke doesn't like streaming on his own. He doesn't like having the pressure of like deciding what game to play and like being the sole source of entertainment. He likes to supplement my content, like come in there and like crack his jokes, you know, come in there and like say something, hit him with a zinger, and everyone thinks it's hilarious, you know, and then he can like sit back and not worry about it. He likes doing that, but like when the whole thing is riding on him, he doesn't like that, so he doesn't stream anymore either. Hair theory, it's important. My hair's jacked up right now. I can look better. What if Dan and Luke stream together? Well, then they gotta like hold each other accountable. Whatever. Show up on time. So yeah, it's like it takes a I'll pat myself on the back right here. It takes a certain kind of person to like to be able to continue doing content creation for a long time. Like there's people that come and go, and there's people that are like they have a lot of success and then they're gone, but like continuing to do it through the ups and downs. You hear people complaining about the job, like the job is easy, but like dealing with like how much you beat yourself up when you're not getting views and all that is takes a certain kind of masochist, really. Poor Lee, they're always done, yeah. I mean, Dan and Luke are hilarious, but yeah, it's content creation is not for everybody. They're happy to help me out, and they do great, and they're hilarious. But yeah, I don't think the drive to do it on their own is there. Howie's perfect. Don't tell him that. Don't tell. He'll freaking start messaging me in a second. Whew. What did he put me in there? Oh. Okay, Howie sent me that. I gotta actually show that. I didn't read it all the way. Let me. This is just a meme, all right? But it's like dirty text. Were you sending these texts to a minor? Yep. That says Dr. Disrespect there. Sending these texts to someone is sexting? Yep. Sexting minor makes you a pedophile. Yep. So you're a pedophile. F that, I'm not a pedophile. Oh my God. You can't say that. Oh boy. We don't know how old she was. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. What time is it? Okay. Oh, Lord. You think Howie does stream sometimes? Well, Howie's a military man. He's got a job. He's got responsibilities and like 5 kids. He's got a lot of stuff. He plays games with us, but he's got a lot of things going on. He says he wants to stream though whenever he's retired. Whenever they get moved and they're retired and everything, he says he wants to start doing his own stream. So look forward to Howie streams in like, I don't know, 3 years, I think. I don't know how much longer he got before he's done. 2 or 3 years. Kristen, $50. Woo! Thank you. Hooray! Stream's worth. Yeah. Daniel, thank you for the $10. This Dr. Disrespect story is paying every YouTuber's bills this month. Well, funny fact about that is my Dr. Disrespect video actually did pretty bad. It actually did pretty bad. I think I think there's a lot of people talking about it, and I feel very strong about it as well. But as far as the people who watch me go, I don't think a lot of people care. I don't think a lot of people care about them. It's neat because, like, if I make a video about like some evil mom who's trying to stab her husband or something, boy, everybody watches it. But if I make a video about like some streamer that's messaging minors, they're like, they do not, they don't care about the space that much, I guess. Like, it's more of like true crime kind of stuff that they like, but it's like, oh my God, did you hear what this gamer did? And they're like, don't care. Don't care what he did. Like, I've tried to talk about like XQC before. Nobody cared. Video did terrible. Nobody could care less. Like, it was. It's like, who's that? But it's like he's on YouTube now. Like it's like if I'm covering like a streamer, people don't really care. But if I cover like a YouTuber, then there seems to be a lot more people that care in my audience. But as far as like gaming streamers, nah. Very few people care on my out of people who watch my content. Now there are, still there's like, I know I looked earlier today, there's like almost 100,000 people that watched it. It's just in comparison to everything else. Like, there's still a lot of people watched it, but it was like 9 out of 10 on my previous videos, which is low. Like, they rank it and like, your last 10 videos, this one did the best, blah, 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 blah. So like getting like 9 out of 10 is bad. It means that it's negative on my graph for the channel growth and all that. Never got a notification. Oh my gosh. The market on breaking news is oversaturated. It's true. Breaking news is super oversaturated at this point. Like we're getting the episode out of the Dr. Disrespect's response pretty quick. We're trying to get that up tomorrow. Yeah, it's almost like it used to be back with gaming. When gaming was the biggest thing. And a new game would come out and people were just falling over themselves trying to get their video up first. Because, you would get the boost from people, like the search engine boost from being like the first one. It's like that with breaking news now. Like, oh my God, this happened. Everybody's got to talk about it. Got to race, there's people that already have videos of it, I'm sure. They already got it up. So a lot of times I'll just wait. I'll just like, oh, okay, that happened. We'll talk about it, but it'll come out like 3 days from now, I usually don't rush it out, but this one I feel pretty passionate about, so we got it up quick. Or Scott's working on it tonight. Then we'll put it up tomorrow. YouTube journalism. Bring back the graph. You can tell Scott to bring it back. Let's see. I think we're now so desensitized because so many have done it, which is absolutely horrible. Pretty messed up. And now no longer. Oh my God, I'm shocked. It's just another one. Thank you for the 100. God dang, Chris, appreciate it. I'm rich now. Thank you. But yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, there's so much negative news now. I'm waiting for everything to shift and it go back to like wholesome and positivity again. Maybe I can start doing like vlogs again. Like, look at my family. Everything's great. Actually, I probably won't do that because people got weird about our kids when I was vlogging before, so I may not open that window back up again, but still, just like more wholesome content, I can't wait for that to come back. A real question, is sexting a minor not a crime? I don't know the details, but I'm guessing that the minor involved was like 16 or 17, and so then you have like consent laws that come in to play. I'm thinking that's why nothing happened. But it could have been like, I don't know, like cause I imagine like the state would press charges, if it was like someone like 15 or something. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, certain states don't consider 16 and 17 a minor. Yeah, that's what It's good. And she was 17 apparently. Yeah, so it's like, and then there's even been like situations with content creators that are like, oh, who'd it happen with? There was like he was like a 20-year-old. Is it Carson? Is that who it happened to? Like 20 talking to a 17-year-old. And so, while I'm not giving like a pass or anything, I still think it's wrong. But I think like a 20-year-old talking to a 17-year-old is way different than like a 35-year-old talking to a 17-year-old, you know? But that's just my opinion. Oh, me. I think in Arizona you can get married at 12 with your parents' permission. Good Lord. I think he was 19? Yeah, well, even more so. It's just like, you know, it's like an 18-year-old dating a 17-year-old. It's like, that is illegal, but you start to get to kind of that, You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be weird about it. I'm just, it's a lot different than an old man doing it. Let's see. Daniel, $10. What'd you say? Someone who sex a minor can be charged with pandering. Oh, really? I don't know enough about it to know like what can happen, to be honest. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the dollar belittles, Bray. Kupo, thank you. Welcome to Toast. Where did it go? I read something that I wanted to read. Where'd it go? I lost it. There's a cop that sent pics of his pig in a blanket to his 15-year-old babysitter. Still working. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? $18 and $17. Oh, you're talking about that? Well, I'm talking about the legalities of it, right? Like, I'm 18 and I'm dating a 17-year-old. Is it still illegal in some states? Mm-hmm. So I can't be like, oh, that's not a big deal. You can't say that because it still is. But yeah, 17 to almost 40. Oh, excuse me. You can date but not have sexual relations with 17 and 18? Oh. Sure, that's happening. I mean, to be honest, I'll say it. Like, I'm dancing around it because I don't want to like have to go make a fucking apology again. I don't think 18 and 17 is a big whatever, right? That's not a big deal at all. Not a big deal at all. He's a year older than her. It's like here in the UK, the age of consent is 16, but pretty much everyone thinks it's gross. Yeah. Yeah, I think like the age of consent, when you get into age of consent, it gets gross pretty quick, I think. I think it gets gross pretty quick because you have like this 30-year-old, 30-something-year-old people, 40-year-old people, 50-year-old people being like, the age of consent, though, I'll have you know. It reminds me of like, the Yandere Simulator dev. That was like one of the hills he was trying to die on there for a while. I was like talking about age of consent and all this stuff. But the age of consent in Japan, whatever. That's when you start making excuses for yourself. Legally, it's not wrong. Morally, sure it's wrong. It's wild that it used to be like, back before modern medicine to where it is now, people would freaking be getting marrying off like they're soon as they could have babies, as soon as they could have kids. When did you're 12, 13, puberty? All right, go get married. Some old dude. Ugh. Of course, people only live to be like, 30, but whatever. Cooley, thank you for the $2. Happy birthday. Yeah, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. What? The age of consent is 14 where you are? Where are you? Good Lord. Where do you live? What state? What country even? Isn't it 14 in Japan? I don't actually know. I know it's young, though. Let's see. Our high school. Grade 7 girls say my boyfriend's in 12th. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, we need to play a game. I need to get a game in so that Keon freaking has something. The age of consent in Japan's 16? What is it? It's like all over the place. It's 12, 16, 13. Does anybody know? You can Google it, I guess. Age of consent in Japan. Oops. Close all that out by accident. Oh, my neck. Oh, crick in my neck. I'm old. Oh. I mean, the whole age of consent is, okay, I'll Google it. It says 16 years old. Japan raises age of consent from 13 to 16 after over a century. This happened in 2023. Last year, they raised it to 16. Holy crap. Wow. It's 16 now. It used to be 14 in Canada. Oh. $10 from Pixel Master. Appreciate that. Just wanted to say thank you for all you do. I've watched you, Mark, Jack, Wade, Felix for like 15 years. Y'all helped me through really dark times, even alcoholism. Wow. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad the videos have helped. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Very glad to hear that. All right. Well, last thing we'll talk about, right? Oh, what did that say, Cooley? My KPS husband has been fired from DV. I'm in Queensland. Oh, no. I don't know what all that means. I know Queensland when I see it. But I'm sorry, I think. Thank you for the $2. So, all right, Japan, right? I think I was watching some stuff about Japan, and they were talking about how like it's okay for men to cheat in Japan. Is that true? Like they almost see it as natural. Is that true? Miggy, thank you for the $5. And also stalking apparently is a big thing in Japan too. Not like a big thing is a good thing, but like a big problem. Like stalking is like a it's no good. Apparently it happens very often. It's Felix question. Let me ask me if he's getting stalked. Oh my. Yeah, that's what I was it a TikTok I was watching or something? They were just talking about it, how like it's so common. Stalking online or IRL. IRL. What my IRL was. For women, not men. I mean, maybe for men too. Philippines age of consent up until 2022 was 12 years old. 2022 was when they passed a bill to raise the age of consent to avoid abuse. Good God. I don't know, dude. I don't understand the world, and when it comes to freaking puberty and protect the kids, man. Yeah, freaking boundaries, dude. I can't imagine, like, even trying to think it's okay. 12 years old, right? say they went through say they've gone through puberty and they're done, right? And maybe they're still growing and doing all that stuff, but like the sexual part of it is I will say working. They have no idea what's going on. You know? This is all still brand new. And well, it's legal, and here comes the freaking dirty old man. You know, oh, Jesus Christ. Brianna, please say happy birthday, Bree. Well, I did already, but thank you for the $2. Wad up some money and throw it at me. Dance, Ken, dance. Say what I want you to. Tell me happy birthday. Happy birthday. There, fine. Let's play a freaking video game. I gotta stop thinking about this freaking. Oh, I got dividends paid today. Nice. Made some money on some investments. No, sorry, my wife had posted pictures of her oldest son, and I was like, is he back from school? But she probably took the pictures earlier today. I don't know if we could talk about it real quick, but Raph is our oldest boy, right? And he recently got prescribed, or what word am I looking for? He has ADHD, right? He has ADHD, and the doctor, the kid doctor, I can't remember that word. I'm forgetting all my words right now. I'm going dumb. Starts with a P, whatever. Anyway, the kid doctor said, diagnose. There you go. Thank you. Diagnose and pediatrician. That's the other word. Thank you. The pediatrician said that Raph has scored the highest on whatever chart they use that she has ever seen. So not only does Raph have ADHD, he has ADHD. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to give him meth, aka Ritalin. Seems to be working so far, though. Seems to be helping him out. It's just the pediatrician was like, "Oh yeah, there's no question about this. He got that ADHD." So it's not like a self-prescribed, like, cutesy, I have ADHD. You know, he's like, God dang, son. Yeah, only winners in this family, baby. If you're not first, you're last. I thought Ritalin like a low dose of Coke. Well, it's like the way it's explained to us is like that stuff works kind of almost like in reverse if you have ADHD. Like stimulants and stuff. So they give, it's like super low doses. So I'm not freaking drugging my kids over here. You know what I mean? Super low dose to help them out. And so it's like, I think it's already a small, but we're giving them like half of the dose right now. It helps them slow down. It seems like it is. And then whenever, I think it's a week or whatever, it'll be like half in the morning and half near lunchtime. Just to help him supposed to help him like slow down and to where he can do his thing. Because right now, man, or not right now, but before, it was a struggle. Not with us because we're able to handle him, but like at school where the teachers are having to deal with him, we have to go get him on a lot of days because they're just like, we're trying our best, but he's literally hiding under the desk, hissing at us like a cat right now. We can't. You got to come get him. You're like, all right. And so the way that we handle it at home is we just have to be like very strict. We have our rules. And when we say that you can or can't do something, we have to die on that hill. Like we can't be wishy-washy with it because, you know, so we have to like hold them to like a standard or like, you know, within like confines of our rules we have in the house, and everything's good. But yeah, like out there with all the kids and everything, to where like they can't be as strict at school, then yeah, he's just running all over them. It's poor teachers, no mercy. It's your birthday, you're excited? Thank you. Whew. He also went out on your desk and hissed like a cat. I asked him like last time he did it. I was like, why are you hissing at your teachers? He's like, I wasn't. I was roaring like a lion. I'm like, oh, okay. So you can't do that, okay? That's not good. Man. Usagi cries a lot. There we go. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Toast. All right, let's play a game for real. No more distractions. Stop distracting me, chat. I'm not dancing for you, but thank you for the $2. Isolated. Thank you. A lion roar is different. Kind of gotta go to the bathroom, but we gotta get this. I'm gonna have to go pick up the kids if I keep on sitting here talking. That beat though, yeah. Stardew Valley. I don't know, what was that song from? So I was reading what old Oompaville said about Dr. Disrespected here. Let's read this real quick. This old Caleb here. What do you say about it? Let's see. Were there real intentions behind these messages? Part of Doc's response is so mind-bogglingly bad. This leads me to believe he was making claims of intent and actually sexting, so much worse than the headline inappropriate messages. Then he calls out people for exaggerating, like he didn't just lie, edit the word minor out of his post, and go on to aggressively exaggerate massively in an essay tweet. What the? Oh, goodness gracious. So juicy. That's so juicy. That's so juicy. Do I have ADHD? I don't know. Sometimes I think I do. Sometimes I don't. Crack. Propane. Thank you very much. Welcome. Turbo Titan, thank you for the $5. The distraction donation. Stop it. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear my child yelling at Mary out there? Mom! Trying to listen to see if she needs any help or not. I think they're all right. I hear Davey going, So he's eating. And Mikey, our youngest one, is like, what a demanding baby. He understands. You say, are you sleepy? And he shake his head no. Or are you hungry? And he'll shake his head yes. And yes, no. But then when he wants something, he's like, Mom! Oh, me. All right, let's play a freaking game. 1K viewers. Wow. I know. Aren't you so jealous? I know. You wish you had 2 viewers without botting. Ha! Ha! All right. We're not playing Phasmophobia. We are going to play Bite Night. Look at that. Look at this game. All right, we're playing Bite Night, a game about vampires. The bite, I guess. It's starting off. It's already looking great. We got the brick wall here. Let me just go and look at my full screen. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, got the lights blinking, guys. Ooh, spooky. Let's play. Oh, excuse me, homeless man. Oh, the stars, that sky. I've seen this exact same sky picture in so many other games. Oh, that beat, though. Work in a convenience store, a gas station. Yeah. Where the worst things happen at night. So loud. Going in the back door, storage. Going into a minor key. That means it's spooky. Back to a major. Yeah. There's a mouse. Cereal. What? I should take a look. What am I looking at right? Oh, that's me. Oh, I'm actually here. I should take a look at the tasks. What? I should take a look at the task. Oh. Well, I got a couple of questions. First off, was that me just flying around like a little ghost? And my second question is are my eyeballs like a camera? Is that why it looks weird like that? Or do I have a GoPro on my chest? Like an old one, I guess. Why do I have this weird overlay? All right, here we go. Checklist. Focus on customers, stock shelves, take out garbage, sweep, clean washroom. Don't worry about doing other stuff if there's a customer. Most tasks are complete by pressing E. Don't just throw the dang Brom in the closet like last time. Remember, pump first, then vehicle, then talk to the customer if they want. Don't make it weird. P.S. Don't let that old man in. Oh! Oh my God. Sounds like there might be a customer coming for gas. I should go and help them. That made me jump. I like kicked my leg up and everything, and I got like the hair on the back of my neck stood up. What? All right, is that something? I can't move. Excuse me. Hello? What is this? Oh. Well, I don't want to let the old man in. How do I close the door? There. You stay out, old man. All right. Hello? How do I pump you? Time to fill up the car. All right. Filling it up. Filling it up. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Filling it up. Boy, it takes a long time to fill this thing up. Wait, did they pay? Hey, wait! Wait a minute. Did I just get ripped off? Oh, no. Well, hey, mouse. Hey, you get out of here, old man. Get out of here. Get out of here. You can't go in. You're walking on your tippy toes. What are you, sneaking? What are you doing? Sneak, sneak, sneak. Yeah, keep walking. All right, I'm going to go stock the shelves. Does he just keep going back and forth, and if the door's open, he comes in? I'm going to keep closing it. You can't come in here, buddy. All right, E. Did I stock that shelf? I don't even know. I have no idea. Am I doing anything? What is that? Oh, it's the light. Okay. Oh, the toilet. Oh, happy place. Oh, I got an achievement for coming in here. All right. They play music in here? Okay. I'll leave it open, whatever. La 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 la. I should probably go restock the shelves now. I don't know how. Am I doing it? Am I restocking the shelves? Walk and press E on them. Hello? Someone crying? Hey, old man, you stay out there. I don't know if I'm restocking or not, to be honest. I have no clue. There we go. Hello? It's out here. A broom. Mouse. Come here, mouse. How do I restock the shelves? Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. What? Over here? Here, maybe. There we go. 1 out of 5 stocked. All right, you guys keep an eye on this old man. I got to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Got to pee. All right, what happened? Whew. My stream freeze? What happened here? Why am I... Hang on. What's going on? My butt's stuck on the camera right now. Yeah, what's happening here? My camera froze. Well, heck, let me turn it off real quick. That's weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That didn't fix it. Uh-oh. Let me push the button again for the recording, but what happened here? You refresh it over here? Uh-oh. 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 That ain't working. Hello? Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. This is still moving, right? Hang on, let me stop my recordings here. That's still moving. Well, I guess that's it. Oh. What does that mean? What does that mean? What's going on? Oh. It's catching up. Can you guys still hear me? You guys still have audio? Wow. Interesting. Well, I don't know what to do. I can't. It's like it's frozen, and it kind of moves, and the like you guys can still. It's just the camera, and I can't reset it. It won't turn off and back on. Huh. Well. I already turned the camera off and turned the camera back on, but it's frozen, and I can't actually click on anything. Like when it changed screens and changed back and forth real fast, I hit those buttons like 2 minutes ago when it did that. So yeah, I think it's screwed. Maybe Well. I guess we're not playing a game today, chat. I guess that might be it. That might be it. Dang. Because I don't have a lot of time left anyway. Like I have like an hour before I have to leave. And after I get this restarted and troubleshot and everything, I'm probably not going to be able to finish the game, I'm assuming. Because it's probably like an hour and a half to beat or some crap like that. Not even, yeah. Maybe not. Ooh. I might just record this game anyway, for then you can watch it in a video, like what happens, I guess. But I think we're gonna have to stop. So thank you guys very much for coming. Disconnect the cam. I mean, I did. I've done the basics. It's like the actual streaming software's jacked up right now. Like I can't click on anything inside of it. Oh, my audio's moving again. Oh, hang on. What is happening? Yeah. I think it's done. I think it's done. Like it oh. Can't hear me now? It is gone. It isn't gone. It's acting. Yeah, something's wrong. It's bad wrong. Like it's lagging and then like catching up super fast. So yeah, let me just stop. So oh my god. Now what is it doing? Jesus. Anyway, yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.